Hey guys, what's up? It's Mr. HD Gamer 101 here and back with another video. We're doing something a little bit different today. We are going to be playing some Transport Fever 2. Now, for those of you who do not know what Transport Fever is, I don't remember when the first one came out. I think it was in 2016. Transport Fever 2 came out late 2019, so it's a fairly new game-ish. It's a ton of fun. Basically, it is a logistics management game where you are hauling cargo and people around. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's hard to explain. I think you guys will get the gist of it once we get in. I've already gone ahead and generated this map that I'm okay with. We'll see how it goes. It's a large map, lots of towns and lots of industries. We're gonna do it on the dry. I did my test world in the temperate. This should be really cool. You can like get the same maps as other people if you take their seeds. So I guess if you match all of these settings and take that seed, you can play along with me if you would like and see if you can do better, which I guarantee you can. Let's go ahead and hit next. I, of course, live here in the United States, so we're going to go with the American vehicle set. We're going to start in 1850. We're going to start way, way back, and we're going to go with easy because, well, this game's not easy to start off with. So we're going to go ahead with that. Let's go ahead and start. This is also a loud game. I don't know if you guys... I'll probably turn it down in post for you guys. So hopefully it won't be too bad. We're probably going to be loading here for a fat minute, so I guess I'll go ahead and skip that right about now. Okay, so we are finally in. That only took forever to load. But yeah, anyway, this is Transport Fever. I don't think I did a very good job explaining it in the beginning. Basically, what we're doing is we are transporting and making materials, and in that, there's a lot of logistics and stuff like that, and we do this via trucks, trains, airplanes, ships, all kinds of really fun stuff. So anyway, this is the map. Obviously it's pretty big, so we're not gonna be able to see all of it. So quickly to teach those of you who don't know, this is a city, right? So Garland here, they want goods and they want bricks. When we deliver that, we'll make money. The city will grow. The larger a city is, the more people are there, and the more money you can make off of it, pretty much. So what we're looking for to start off with is cities that have the means to make what they want pretty close by. So these guys want fuel. Right here's a refinery, but we need to have, well, fuel to go in there. There are oil wells here, but we need this guy. So this actually isn't terrible because we could take these two oil wells here, pump them into here, from here to here into Minneapolis. Problem there is that's a really long chain. I'm kind of looking for something really, really simple, like wheat into bread and then deliver that bread. That's kind of what I'm looking for. And speaking of that, we might have that right here. Interesting. Little bit interesting generation there. So let's see, we have 2 wheat fields, bread, and there. That's not a bad one. We'll come back to that, and we have another field there. Let's see. Ooh, up here might be good. 1-1 there. That's not terrible to start off with, not at all. In fact, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and start there in Torrance, unless something else strikes my eye as being particularly good, which I'm not really seeing. Tools, it's not bad. The only wood there is up there, and then you'd have to make planks up there. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start there. I want these episodes to be around as long as the airport CEO one, so around about an hour. We'll see if that happens or not. And if you guys do enjoy the series, let me know, because I would love to keep making it. I do quite enjoy this game. But let me, I guess, for those of you who don't know what's going on, let's go ahead and start it. I already have the game paused. We start with 5 million. That 5 million will go pretty quick. The first thing we want to do, though, we want cities to expand as quickly as we possibly can. So what we're going to go ahead and do is set up a little tram system in here, so that way people can get around, all of that stuff. I need to remember the controls. There we go, it's shift. Okay, the game is not running very well right now, which is a little interesting. I don't know why. It was running a lot better when I was running all my tests and stuff like that, but that's guess we'll deal with that later. So we're gonna put it down a tram depot right there, and then what we're going to do is set up our tram stops. And what these are going to do, basically just give people a way to get around, and it gives them options. So we'll put one in the brick district over here. We'll kind of put one on Main Street, there, and then we'll give 1 to all of the residential. Perfect. Then what we need to do is set up a line for these guys. So we're gonna make a new line. We're gonna start here. We're gonna go here, and then we're gonna end up back over there. And it's just gonna keep doing that. We're going to rename this line something. I don't remember the name. Torrents. All right, so, oh, caps lock is on. This is gonna be Torrents Tram. Perfect. And then what we need to do is go ahead and buy some trams, which we only have 1 of. We're going to buy 3, 1 for each stop. At the moment, it's gonna cost 89K, that's not bad at all. Then we're going to go ahead and select all of them and put them onto a line. Hello? Oh, right, duh. Since these guys are trams, we need the tram track tool, and we need to upgrade the roads to work properly. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. All we're doing is we're connecting up all of our different trams together. Boom. So we have this nice little loop here. Perfect. Now we'll be good. Now it will let us do that. We're gonna do all these guys, pop them onto the Torrents tram, and that's gonna get us a little bit of money as well. I don't want to play the game quite yet because we're gonna be burning through money pretty quickly. Oh, I already do have it running. Oops. I don't know when I unpaused it. But anyway, that's what they look like here in the beginning, here in 1850, some horse-drawn trams. That's gonna make us a little bit of money on the side. It's not gonna be the main money maker by any means. What is, though, is gonna be this whole system. So it's gonna be a little interesting. I would like these to be replaced because the process for this is the wheat gets made into bread and then the bread gets delivered. Because see, Torrents wants bread. So if we click on them, we can see the residents and we can see how much of the stuff they want. Also, there's like quality, and that will basically all these numbers over here allow the city to grow. And we want cities to grow as large as possible because the larger they are, the more supply they want. And if we give them that supply that they want, they will pay us more for it, as well as the more people are in a city, the more people we can transport from city to city, and that will make us a lot of money. Never underestimate passenger transportation in this game. I did in my other playthrough, and yeah, it didn't go so well. So what we're gonna do, we have trains off the bat. Really, to start, we have trucks and we have trains. Trucks are pretty good, and actually it would probably be fine to do this with trucks. I want to set it up with trains just to future-proof it a bit. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we want a cargo terminus station here. We're going to make it nice and short. No reason for it to be all that long. And we want it to be over here in the industrial district, particularly over here by all of the foods because, well, we're going to be delivering bread. So we're just going to put it right here. It's going to connect. You'll see all that stuff's in white. It's actually going to cover 100% of what we need. We're just going to go ahead and pop it down right there. Perfect. Terminus stations only allow, like, they won't allow trains to pass through them. They're going to start or end here. That's kind of the way they work. Now, we could do a terminus station here as well. We might, I don't know. But certainly, we want to put a regular cargo station in here. For sure. Because what I'm thinking is that, well, do we want to, I'm thinking like, okay, if we have a train on this line that delivers here, do we want the same train to pick this stuff up, bring it here, pick this stuff up, bring it here, come back, and do it like that? Is that going to be the best way to do it? I think it might be. The problem is that's going to require a lot of train cars, and our trains are really not powerful here in the start. So I think we're going to do 2 separate trains, one from here to here and one from here to there, which actually means this can be a terminus station. So cargo terminus station, we want to flip her around, and we want to get the connection there. Perfect. Just like that. And then we want our cargo station, probably up here. Just needs to connect. Perfect. And because of what we want to do, because we want 2 trains, what we're going to do is configure, and we're going to add tracks. We don't want to add tracks, though. We want to add a platform first. We want to make sure it's a cargo platform because, well, we're making and delivering cargo here. Perfect. Okay, so what this is going to allow us to do is have 2 separate trains running. So let's go ahead and connect up the tracks. And we do that by going in here. The controls are a little weird for this. I wasn't really the biggest fan of them when I started. Yeah, I guess we can come up there. And then we can come like that. And then we'll just connect up to that line right there. Perfect. Okay, and then what we need to do is connect this guy up with the other end of that. So we want, zoom into build, to come up here with the tracks. Something a little bit like that. Tool's a little finicky, but that's okay. I'm gonna come in straight like that. I'm gonna hope, I guess we'll deal with that later. And we're gonna connect it to the second platform there. Perfect. So that's going to allow one train to constantly run in between these two and another train to run in between the city and here. Perfect. Then what we actually really need is the ability to make trains. So we're going to go into buildings and we're going to buy 2 train depots. Now, there are better ways to do this, and I'm sure that will get pointed out in the comments. It's just kind of the way I've always done things, is like this. And yeah, it's just the way I'm going to keep doing it, to be completely honest. Okay, so we're going to pop this guy right there. And then we're going to get a track. Going to connect it in here. Oof. Problem with this is that the track is really not made well for this. Okay, we're going to do it backwards. It's going to make more sense. B is bulldozer. Thank you. Refund. Buildings. Okay, so we're going to do it the other way. I know that that's not the proper way to do it, because we want the train to start here and go from here. If this is where, if I didn't make it clear, this is where we're going to build the trains. And when they come out, they're going to go here first, and there's not going to be any reason to go there first. It's fine. It's a really short length of track, so not a big deal. And all we're going to do is join them up. Perfect. So a train can actually go on. Then we need to do the same thing, because we're going to have 2 separate trains, remember, and these lines aren't connected. And we want it to start over here. So I'm going to put it over here. And obviously, the length of train matters. That's why I didn't put it the way I was originally going to do, because I didn't leave enough room in between these 2 tracks to do it. And if I did that and made the train too long, it actually wouldn't be able to come out of the train depot. So perfect. We have those 2 set up. Let's go ahead, before we do anything, let's go ahead and make our lines. So we're going to make a new line here. We're going to start from this terminus station and go to this cargo station. And this is Torrance bread production. I'm not going to add a number onto that for the moment. Basically, this line is going to be delivering to here, and what's going to happen here is we're going to be producing bread. That's kind of the way I've always done my naming schemes. So like from here to the city, when we're delivering that bread, that's going to be delivery, because I'm only going to name things delivery if it is a final destination delivery. From here to here, we are delivering to a city. That is our final destination. That makes sense. Hopefully it does. So what we're going to do is go ahead and make a new line from here to there, and you can see it pops up in the colors and stuff like that, which is awesome. We're going to name this one Torrance Bread Delivery. Perfect. Okay. Then we need to go ahead and make our trains. So let's go ahead and take note. We need grain. That's all this train is going to have to do. So we're going to buy a new vehicle. We need a locomotive. At the moment, we're in 1850. I don't think there's any electric or diesel trains in 1850. In fact, this is our only one. It's not very powerful at all. It's not fast, but it's our only option, so we're going to do it. It's also kind of expensive, but trains get really expensive. Everything gets really expensive. So we're going to add this. And then what we need are some cargo wagons. So remember, we need on this line from here to there, what we need is something that can hold grain. Perfect. So our gondola is what we want. We're not going to be carrying a whole lot. I'm thinking 4 cars to start off with is probably good. but you can see how expensive this can get really fast. Now we're only going to be able to hold 28 per. I'm actually going to go ahead and take one of these off just because of simply how short this track is. I think the train's going to be able to make it back and forth fairly quickly. We can always add more later. In fact, it's really easy to add more later. So 870,000. Let's go ahead and buy it. Perfect. It's bought. And since we are clicked on that proper train depot here, we're already in this menu. We can go ahead and select that train and add it. You can see how it has the option to add it to either. Obviously, it's not hooked up to the bread delivery, unless they change something in the game and it will just swap over here. It's not the way that it used to work. So we need to pop it on this line. Perfect. Since the game is paused, the train isn't going to come out at the moment, but you'll see it when it does. So this one, though, we're delivering bread to the city. So as you'll see, you need to pay close attention to the kind of car we add. So you see what we had before, the gondola doesn't hold bread. The boxcar does, holds bread right there. So if I remember right, it is 2 to 1. Yeah, so the rule is 2 wheat per 1 bread. So for now, I think I'm actually still going to do 3 cars because just simply how long that is. We're going to go ahead and do 3 cars. So we're going to add that. Cargo, 1, 2, 3. 21 capacity. It's not a lot. Hopefully it will be enough for now. We're going to go ahead and buy it. See how quickly you could run out of money really, really fast. And this one's going to go on bread delivery. Now, something that's interesting about this game that made me very confused when I started was if you don't have a production line finished, nothing's going to happen. And what I mean by that, I'll go ahead and play the game actually now. I'll go ahead and pop it onto 3-speed. You can see the trains coming out here, which is awesome. And everything has upkeep as well. That's something important to know. These trains are really cheap. I'm used to seeing millions of dollars pop by. We'll get there. Trust me, we'll get there. Okay, but right here, you see these symbols? Those wouldn't show up. Even if you were connected, if I click this, see how it's white? It's connected like that. If it's not white, then it's not connected. Those symbols would not show up if there was not a line and a train running to here. So basically what I'm trying to say is if you want resources to show up, your production line needs to be finished. So, oh, you can see it actually loaded up. And in fact, this is producing faster than I thought. So we might need to go ahead and add more gondolas to this. In fact, we are. We're going to go ahead and manage this vehicle. And we're going to edit. And we're going to add, I think, 2 more gondolas for 407,000. We'll go ahead and modify it. And they've just popped right on. It's nice. You could send them back here and do it there. It's not really worth it. But you can see we actually made 71,000. And that's because at every step along the production line, if something gets delivered, it's going to make you money, which is really nice. And it makes the long production chains make you a ton of money. Okay, but you see, now we have bread turning out. And in here, oh, we kind of missed it. The rule was 2 to 1, like I said before. So we have 1 stored there, but nothing's really going to happen. But you can see all of these guys. That's our bread. There's 9 bread sitting at this station. So when this train, wherever it is, there it is, on this guy's way back, it will go ahead and pick those up. It doesn't have it set to the proper thing right now. It chooses one randomly, but it will start picking up the proper things. Wow, this guy's full again. Nice. Okay, we might actually need to add more to that guy. I didn't realize how fast this was going to produce right off the bat. See, 118,000. Look at that. That is awesome. Now, something you probably noticed is this money amount right here. If you click on the trains, this train in its lifetime this year has lost us $98,000, but this train has gained in its lifetime 70,000. That's including its maintenance and all that kind of stuff, which is amazing. Yeah, so you can see how it's a big thing right there. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and extend this train even more with a little bit more money we have. I think I'm gonna add 2 more cars to it, 2 more gondolas, 49 capacity. Okay. And something that will happen is actually, I don't know if it'll probably happen here pretty shortly. Once you get to a certain amount of items, yeah, perfect. Some cargo items are lost because the station is overloaded. You don't want that to happen. You want to be as efficient as possible. So having a ton of things at a station isn't really a good thing. You want to always be picking up everything from the station and coming back before it gets to that point, which is easier said than done. So we have 15 here. So let's see. Did this train? Okay, this train's about to make its delivery. I don't know how much stuff it has. Nothing, apparently. It had nothing on that trip? I think it did. I think I just missed it. Because the trains, well, made money. Now, we can go ahead and see all of our little trains, every time they stop off, make a certain amount of money, depending on how many people are there. So, there's people waiting down here. Yep, this guy is waiting. Paul Gonzalez is waiting. It looks like Charles Rogers is as well. Look at that. Perfect. So anyway, that's kind of the basis of the game. That's how you play. This is the simplest one that you, like the simplest production chain you can make. Now, eventually as we go on, some city's gonna want something that, like let's say this guy wants machines, right? Let's pretend that this wasn't here. This machines factory wasn't here. Or that these two, the planks and the steel aren't near here. We're gonna have to fly items in or make really long train lines to get there. And it gets kind of crazy. It gets fun. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. I just love how far you can zoom in, how much detail there is in that. Like, look, boom. And there are like screenshot modes and all kinds of stuff in this game. Wow. And obviously this train is getting slower, right? This train is going slower and slower. It's only going 12 miles an hour, 13 miles an hour. Now, the train's maximum is 25. That is if the locomotive on its own was running. And it is getting faster, but it does have some turns to go around, and it doesn't have very far to go. So that train is going nice and slow. And something that's really cool, when this train drops off, you're gonna notice all of that wheat is gonna pile up right there. Nice, look at that. And then this is gonna start running. You get to see this. And all of your different productions, autosave, can level up. And will make more, and will be more efficient, and all kinds of stuff like that. It's super cool. So yeah. What we really need is for the time to pass by so we can get a better engine on here, so that way we can start getting from here to here faster and hauling more stuff, because, well, that's our bottleneck at the moment, actually. See, is this train still making us money? Nice, plenty of money. So is this one. Sweet. So our trains are not costing us, oh, they're costing us money, sure, but they're making positive revenue, which is awesome. In fact, we can go ahead and click here and we can see, my favorite thing is the charts. So you can see we spent almost $4 million. I didn't realize I was in Discord. Hold on, I need to leave Discord. I'm sorry, I'm making a video. Okay, I'll be back. I'll be back. Okay, well that's a fun little intrusion from Zach. In fact, HeyItsAlphaa is who you guys would know him by. I've done collabs with him in the past, and actually he is the one who made my channel art, so check his channel out. I'm not sure if he's still doing YouTube or not. Probably not, but you never know. Wow, look at all that. So this train's actually not gonna be able to pick everything up. So let's go ahead and manage it. And let's add 2 more boxcars to it. It's gonna cost us another 407 grand. That's okay, because it will hopefully make its money back pretty quickly. So yeah, anyway, that is a simple production chain. Now, unfortunately, we are gonna have to kind of wait here for a little bit, because 1.2 million, as you saw, isn't actually that much money. So it's going to be hard for us to make more of these for different cities and stuff like that. This is making us money, be it slowly, it's making us money. Yeah, what really sucks is that this factory is stopping. It doesn't have enough continuous supply to continue producing. So it's gonna run down in its stored materials here, and it's gonna stop. And well, obviously that's not a very efficient way to do things. Also, it means we're not gonna level up super fast because, well, as you can see here, the production amount, see how we, no, we're still making stuff. But you'll see as we run out of items, that production is gonna come down because we're not producing all the time. And that means that we're not gonna be able to level up. Leveling up changes the look of factories. It allows them to hold more items, and it allows them to basically produce faster. So as you can see here, our production is continuously coming down. So yeah, it's cool. This game's really difficult to explain. I'm not doing this game justice. I'm just simply not. And if you guys do want me to slow down and take a little bit more time and explain things a little bit better, please let me know. I would be very willing to do that. But something we can do is actually go around to another city that has a large population here, like Clearwater, 196, Waterbury. Let's go with Clearwater here. And what we'll do is we'll set up a tram system, because it will cost us a bit of money, but it will make us, be it a small amount of money, some money, for sure. We actually do have ships unlocked. Huh, interesting. All right, buildings. We want a tram depot. Now, there are road depots. You can do buses and stuff like that. For the most part, I believe that trams are the most efficient way to do things. Now, we don't want to put this near the residential area because these make noise, and residential areas care about that. They're called emissions, and so it's sound emissions, but the industrial areas do not mind. So what we're going to do is pop this guy over here, and we're going to figure out where we're going to put our stops. So we definitely want some sort of stop here and here for the residential, here and here. And then probably down here. Perfect. Then what we need to do is go into the streets, go to our upgrade tool because we want the trams. And we just need to make sure that all of these have some sort of connection. Perfect. Just like that. Then what we need to do, go into the line maker here. This is clear water. We're gonna make a new line. Just connect all of those guys up. Perfect. And this is going to be clear water tram. Perfect. Close that. Then we're going to go ahead because we have 3 sets of stops. And you noticed technically there's 6 stops, 1 on either side of the street. It makes things a little bit cleaner. It means that trams stop in the same place more often, stuff like that. Perfect. Then what we're going to do is buy 3 of these guys. And if this isn't obvious, as time goes on, we will unlock more and more things, more and more modern things. What are we? We're in 1850 something. I can't really tell. Shadowplay is in the way. We're going to go ahead and buy 3 of these for 89K. Nothing. And then set them on Clearwater Tram. And then they're going to go on their way. As time progresses, we're actually going to have to upgrade these tram slots in the road because right now they are simply just slots in the road. Eventually, we're going to have to electrify them and do all kinds of fun stuff. Oh, sweet. We already have people waiting. So this will make us a little bit of money on the side. Nothing that crazy. But what it also does, actually, I can probably show it over here in Torrents, is our destinations. See how destinations is up to 20%? That means it will grow more, like I've already said, and do all of the great things I've already explained and get us more people. We're already up to 254 residents here. And doing that, the little tram area gives us more destinations. And that is absolutely what we want. We want cities to grow so that way when we get around to doing it, and Clearwater is going to be a little while, tools and machines, tools aren't too bad if we have the stuff around here for them, which it doesn't look like we do actually. So that one's it's probably going to be a little while before we can get to that. Ooh, Oxnard. You're looking nice and big. So let's go ahead and set up a tram here as well. As you can see, we're actually already making money, which is awesome. We got pretty lucky with that over there. Okay, so this is residential. We don't want that. And cities do dynamically expand. So cities will grow roads when their residents, when they need more residences, and all kinds of cool stuff like that. These cities will grow and evolve over time. It's going to be great. Okay, so we're going to do a stop there, a stop here, and then one down here in the residential area, probably on the main road. Perfect. And we're going to upgrade the roads. Just like that, and you need to make sure you go back to your tram depot, because otherwise they're not going to be able to get there. Okay, awesome. Then we're going to go ahead and make the line. This is Oxnard. Can I click? Thank you. Perfect. Oxnard tram. Perfect. Okay, and then all we need to do is buy 3 of these horse-drawn trams and then add them all to the line. Oxnard tram. Perfect. And that will start making us a little bit of money and growing that city. So let's go ahead and go back to Torrents here. Let's see how everything is going. So we do have quite a bit of surplus of bread there, so we definitely need to add more cars to that. And we're going ham over here. Look at that. So we definitely need to upgrade these trains. We do have the money to do it. I am going to go ahead and add 2 more gondolas onto this guy. It's going to make it really, really slow. You see how it's poor over there? Its train is not meant for it. That's okay. It'll be slower, but it'll be okay in the long run, because we'll just upgrade that engine on the front of it. This guy is also going to go ahead and get 2 more box cars. It's going to be expensive. We're under $1 million now, but it will definitely, most certainly pay for itself. Look at this. See how we're all loaded up? And we actually took a decent chunk of that, which is awesome. It's going to be nice and slow though, but that's okay. That is A-okay. Look at all that bread piling up. Ooh, 88. That's not good. And obviously, as you go up the production chain, this stuff isn't worth as much as bread is. And if we were doing something like this, iron isn't worth as much as steel is. So maybe you're okay with losing some here, but as you get here, you don't want to be losing as much because, well, at this point, we're losing money on both fronts. However, we're still in a profit, and because production doesn't ever end, you know, this will always produce, which I actually like about games. Some games really take a realistic approach, and like if there's oil, you need, you know, you have to keep moving your oil wells around and stuff, which is very realistic. It's just not fun, in my opinion. So that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and see this guy pick up how much? 35, 14, that is 49 pieces of bread here, which should be, it's not enough, but that's okay. 49 pieces of bread. Let's go ahead and let's see if we can get a camera on here. I don't remember quite how to do that. Camera. Oh, look at that. I have to get used to the controls here. Oh, I don't know how to get back, but that's okay. Look at that. That's probably going to be the screenshot somewhere in there. Perfect. Look at that. I'm going to assume escape gets us out of there. Sweet. So let's go ahead and see how much this guy's going to make. On a full delivery, 49 of 49. This train's barely in profit, but it's because we're in a new year, I think. No, December. Huh, this train isn't making us as much money. That's okay. Let's see how much money this guy is going to make us when we deliver. Ooh, we have a lot of people waiting for that tram. We're in an autosave. This game autosaves a lot, which I am very thankful for. I've never had it crash on me, but some people do have it crash. I believe it is by a somewhat indie developer, so it's okay. All right, how much money are we going to make off that delivery? 403,000. Nice. That's a lot of money. Look at that. We're already up to 1.6 mil again. That is incredible. Looks like we're actually able to keep up on that front. Oh, look, we actually upgraded. So, see, we're level 2 now. Look at that. So, when this delivers, we're going to see it all dump off here now. Perfect. But if you're, let's say you had a backlog of items, right? Let's say you had 300 pieces here, but you weren't producing that fast. And you eventually got, like, you shipped it all out, and this upgraded maybe like once or twice. What it will actually do is if you're not able to keep that production amount up, and if you're not able to keep that supply up, it will level down. So always important to keep in mind. Wow, 102 bread there. And we're only going to be picking up 49 of it. That guy actually is able to get up to max speed on that that straightaway, so that's good. That guy's going as fast as it possibly can at the moment, which is good. I don't remember when our next locomotive comes in, but we definitely are going to want to upgrade both of these guys to that because it'll be faster, and this guy will be able to pull more, which we need, and this guy as well. We have a backlog of both items. Next, we should really look for another thing. These guys want bricks. Bricks aren't that hard to do. It's just I'm not sure if we have anything around for it. So up here, we have the materials plant, so we could make bricks up there. And I'm probably missed something, and that's okay. Wow. I don't even see a mine for them. A mine for our rocks there. Might be missing something super obvious, and that happens all the time. Not really seeing much. Does anybody else want bricks? Because bricks are a really easy thing to do. These guys want bricks. Oh, perfect, perfect. Here's a really simple one to do. Look at that. So they want bricks. Here we have a quarry. Here we can make those bricks, and then we can deliver them. That's amazing. Something interesting here, though, is we have a canyon we're going to have to go through. That's not going to be cheap to do a train through. But I still think in the early game, I feel like unless stuff is right on top of each other, I think it's almost always worth it to do trains just simply because how slow trucks are. I guess I can't really see now, but we're talking about only a few miles an hour. Later game, trucks make a lot more sense when you have freeways, when you have highways, when you can do all kinds of really fun stuff with it. But for now, I think it's best to do that. So let's see if we can finish this production line, and then we'll call it an episode. First things first, though. This is a nice, really small city. Let's go ahead and get a tram in here. See if we can't make them grow a little bit. Tram depot, that's residential, that's residential. We're gonna just put it over here then, I guess. Okay. we're gonna put our stops there. We're only gonna do 2 here, actually. Mainly because it's just really small. So then we're gonna go into streets. We're already in the upgrade tool. Just need to connect those guys. Perfect. Then let's make a new line. What is this called? Norwalk? Norwalk. New line. Pop it here and here. Norwalk tram. Perfect. And then all we need to do is buy 1 for each, so that would be 2 in this case. And as your cities grow, you will want more than 1 bus or 1 tram going to every stop all the time. It's just at this stage in the game, 1 per is usually usually pretty good. Perfect. So that will service that and hopefully give these guys. See how they have plus 0% destinations? Maybe at the end we'll, if I remember, we can check that. But see how the destinations are growing, like the actual number of them. Anyway, perfect. So let's go ahead and see if we can't get this set up. I don't know if we will be able to. We'll find out. Depends on how expensive that tunnel is going to be, really. Okay, so let's go ahead and get ourselves terminus station here, terminus station here, a normal station there. Trains, buildings, cargo terminus. I think going through that would be so much cheaper than going through that. So let's see if we can't make that happen. Perfect, just like that. And then we want a terminus station that isn't going to interfere too much. Yeah, perfect. Although that's not gonna get all the bricks, is it? So yeah, what we really wanna do is here. Perfect. And then a regular cargo station that we kinda want facing like this. That's no collision there. Cool. And then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna add a cargo platform. And then we're going to add tracks. And what that does is it gives us an ability for another train to come here without being on the same track and having to worry about signals, all that fun stuff. So let's go ahead and build our tracks up. We're gonna try and cut through here the best we can. Yep, so we are gonna need a tunnel. Maybe we don't need one. We can go along the road there. It's gonna be interesting. Nice, nice, perfect. Boom. And sometimes you do have to do stuff like that. Oh, we're gonna be clipping a little bit there. Sometimes you do have to really go in there and manually fine tune things if you don't wanna pay a lot of money for stuff. Right now, we wanna be as money conscious as we possibly can, right? So from here, we're going to go about there. And I think we want to probably come into the, it doesn't really matter. Could go into either of them. Let's go ahead and do the top one there. Okay, perfect. Then all we need to do is connect this guy, which I kind of want to cross the road there. I'm worried that residential is going to expand this way, and that might be hard to recover from. But that's okay. Stuff like that does happen. We want to come out pretty far this way, and then we want to turn around onto that. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and add in our, if I can find them, our train depots. Because we want our train to start here and go to here, what we're going to do is add this guy right about here, and then add the track in about there. Perfect. And then we want to do the same thing. We want them to start over there. Oh, we have a nice straightaway here to do it. Perfect. And you can delete these afterwards. I tend to keep them probably for no reason. They don't cost very much. It's not a big deal. If I was really trying to save every nickel and dime, I would definitely delete them for sure. Because after you do the train, as long as you edit the train, you'll never need to go back. Unless you want to completely remove it and add a new one, but you can pretty much edit the train and do that anyway. So yeah. All right, so this guy is going to take rocks from here and make them into bricks. So we need a train that allows bricks. First we need to do the lines. So what is it? It was Norwalk, right? So here to there, we are going to name this line Norwalk brick production. Perfect. And then what we're gonna do is make another line starting at that station, going to here, naming it Norwalk brick delivery. because we're delivering the brick to its final resting place. Perfect. Okay, now that we have those, now we can go ahead and make the trains. So we need a train. Unfortunately, we only have our little dinky 6-wheel over here. That's okay. We could go ahead and do passenger now. I don't really see a point in doing that yet. Our cities aren't large enough to make money off of it. Or at least I don't think so. Maybe they are. But we need something that is going to carry. Perfect. Gondolas are going to carry that. So like we did before, I think we're going to start with 4. That's going to be 1, 7. We do have enough for this. Okay, cool. So go ahead and do that. And then we will go ahead and add it to the Norwalk brick production. So let me go ahead and actually demonstrate what I was talking about earlier. So what's going to happen is this train's going to pick up. You see how we're producing here. Stuff is showing up, which is awesome. What's going to happen is when this train picks this stuff up and delivers it here, we're going to get money for that delivery. But what's going to happen is these guys aren't going to start producing bricks. Ah, look at that. So we have our new steam engine, which is awesome. We may or may not put that on here just because of how much it is at the moment. We will definitely upgrade all of these trains to it, though, for sure. So this guy has 17. Wow, look at how slow that is. Is that a... Yep, that's a little incline there. This is going to be a really slow train, but that's okay. This production doesn't look super fast. But he's speeding up now that he's going downhill a little bit. The rest of this should be fairly flat. I just want to demonstrate this mechanic to you guys. So what's going to happen is these guys are going to get dropped off, and you'll actually see this guy go into work. Actually, no, you won't. You won't see that guy going into work. Oh, you do. You do see that guy going into work. Okay, cool. But what you're going to notice is it's just going to start producing stuff. Nothing's going to show up on here. And that's because even though we have a line going from here to here, there is no train running that. So the game doesn't see a reason to make those materials, and you are losing money for that. So let's quickly stop losing money. And what we're going to need to do, we could do this guy. Do we want to go ahead and do it? Let's go with the 6 wheels for now. We're gonna go with a cargo. We need something that is going to take bricks. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. The rule was 1-to-1, so that should be good. All we need to do is buy it and add it to the brick delivery line, and it's going to go ahead and get it on its way. Unfortunately, it does look like it's going to have a null run where it's just wasting us money. That's okay. That does happen. Let's go ahead and make sure that this line is somewhat profitable, though. Is this train made money? It has not. Hopefully in this delivery, because it is full now, this guy is ramping up its production speed a little bit, and that does happen. Things ramp up their production speed over some time, usually. That's why I was so surprised about that wheat farm doing so well. So this guy's going to go ahead and deliver its items. It's going to make a nice 129K. That's not too bad. And that guy is now going to be in profit by the looks of things. And this is going to start making, and you will notice, boom, we have bricks. And I believe this is 1-to-1 as well. It is 1-to-1. It's just slow. But you can see it has 4 levels. It will most definitely level up as we feed it items, as we start shipping them, and as long as those items that are being shipped are actually making it to the destination that it says they should be in. Yes, thank you, Tips. I am aware. So this train's going to go ahead and come back. It's not going to pick up many items because, like I said, this is producing nice and slow. It's going to have to level up a little bit first. This train is going to go ahead and pick up our stuff. I didn't quite click on it. 9 items. They're all going to be gone. They're all going to be loaded onto this guy. This train's not losing too much money. It's not too bad. And it's going to go ahead all the way down here and deliver them. Let's see how much we get for our 9 little bricks. Ah, look, you can see our destinations is up 10%. Perfect. So that changes the target population, and they will reproduce accordingly. Ish. All right, so this train is coming into the station, which is definitely going to be affecting these residential areas. I don't think I quite did this one right. Boom. I don't know how much that was. 37,000? Not very much. But it's because it was only 9 items. So wasn't that much. We didn't quite see how much this guy made. So this guy's in plenty of profit now. This train probably isn't going to be in profit for a little while. It's going to take a little while for that train to become profitable, just because this guy needs to level up, which is gonna take some time. But I do believe that's a decent point to stop the episode. Yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed. I love this game. There's so much logistic stuff that happens. You can keep building and building and building, and obviously as you play, you unlock more and more things to play with. It just is so much fun. This train's got to be full now. Nice. And there's still plenty of stuff sitting there. So that train's going to need an upgrade pretty quick. All right, well, I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave this video a like and leave me some comments if I'm doing anything massively wrong and you want to see it changed. But yeah, otherwise, leave me a like. And if you want to see more videos like this or any Airport CEO videos or any other videos from me, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so that way you don't miss an upload or a live stream. Yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed. It's been Mr. HD Gamer 101. I'll see you next time. Peace out.